Good morning. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, Professor.
Yes, Professor, we can hear you clearly.
Yes, Professor.
Okay, thank you. And welcome to class. As this is our first class today, and this is going to be an orientation. Just to present myself, as a lot of you may already see my information. My name is Jean-Paul Francois, and that will be my first semester teaching here at Windsor. And I'm excited to have you in class and to teach the class and also to share experience with everyone. Hold on one second. I think there are a lot of more students that's coming up now. Let's give it one more minute for more people to come in, and because I see a lot of them are coming now. Okay, so let's go get back in, and as I was shared my information with you, I've been teaching for a few years now. I earned my doctoral degree from Liberty University. Like a lot of you doing online, I did some of my classes online also, which was a great experience, and I hope at Windsor University, you will enjoy the same experience also. So as in today's environment, it's not only in a traditional classroom with technology now, online classes, it's the same as the traditional ones. So we will embark in a great journey for this semester and to learn together, because a lot of us have experience to share. So some of us are already working here, even though you are taking the course, and some may not be working already. So we will have an interactive course where everyone can share experience while I'm teaching. Also, you can share your experience in life and past schooling also. So we can learn the best way. So I'm going to share my screen so we can have some information about the university also. Bear with me. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, Professor, I can.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Professor, it's very obvious.
Here at Windsor, I don't know how many of you some of you may already take two classes at Windsor. Some may be new. So here at Windsor, as a great university that's offering online learning, not only in the US, but globally. So the mission of this school is to provide that convenience and affordability in online learning worldwide, where students everywhere in the world can have access to education in the United States, where we will use great technology. So this is a plus, and Windsor is also a university that has been accredited for with the higher education in the US. So you will have first-class education here at Windsor. And the quality of education here also, it's the same as being in the classroom in a university in the US. So there is no discounting in what Windsor is offering. So that's an education that can be used everywhere in the world, in the US including. So I'm glad to have all of you here in class so we can discuss and learn together. As you may know, today's it's mostly in an orientation class where we will not have our traditional class where we will teach the content, but we will go have an overview and acquaintance, have acquaintance between ourselves and the school. So the first things I would like to discuss, because in the WhatsApp group, I see some students were discussing about the time for the course. Sarah, I don't know, Sarah, are you here? Hello, Sarah. Okay, Sarah may not be present. Sarah is actually from the student affair. So which some students were discussing that the time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, may not work for them, which we will be discussing. We were discussing in the WhatsApp group. So how many of you please go on mute. Thank you.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Welcome. So as I was discussing, some students were complaining about the time. So I would like to know how many people that find it inconvenient to have the class at 11 a.m. on Saturday. If you can unmute yourself, anyone that would like to talk. Okay, go ahead, Mohammed. You can raise your hand if you would like to talk.
Yeah, for me that time is fine.
Okay, that's good. Because so we have a long discussion. A lot of students, some want the time to stay as is, and some would like it to change. So we just want to have a compromise, and but most of the students wanted to stay at 11 a.m. But some says that it was okay. Rafat, if I don't pronounce the name correctly, please please help me.
You pronounce it excellent.
All right.
The issue that we understood that the timing EST to Riyadh local time is 6 p.m. our time in Riyadh, but fortunately we found it at 7, which is good for most of us here in Riyadh. So the timing for me is okay.
Okay, that's good. So that's
Thank
two.
you.
All right, thank you. So anybody else that may have an issue, you can raise your hand so you can speak with the time. So one issue, one thing, the reason we want to make sure that, because in the university here, we want to make sure that students attend at least 50% of the live courses, even though the class is recorded and will be available for you to attend after. but by the school policy, it's required for you to attend at least 50% of the courses. So that's why it's important for the time to work for everyone. So I based on the responses here, so nobody else complain. So I think we are good with the time. So, and for attendance, so let me go with my attendance to make sure that's how many of you are here. I have Olena Vendi Mevna Kozmenko.
Yes,
Please,
Professor.
please forgive me for pronunciation. So if I pronounce the name, as we are a global classroom for many different languages. So if I don't pronounce the name correctly, please feel free to correct me so that I can say it perfectly, not perfectly, but in a better way next time.
That's fine, Professor. Hello. You can call me Alina. It's my name. So that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, yes, so because I want to call the first names, but I see there are some people I have many different people that have the same first name here. That's why I have to include the last name in some of them. But I will try to manage it. So okay, Olina, and I have Saif Aldin Ali. Probably not here. Mohamed Ibrahim Abdo. Not here. Yasser El Sayed Ahmed Ali.
Yes, doctor. It's me. My name is Yasser.
All right, thank you, Yasser.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah. Chen Tasso. I have Ezgi Ozier. I don't know if
Yes,
I have.
Professor, it's me. Hi, hello.
All right, thank you. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, it's Ezgi.
All right, thank you. Liazat Abisheva. No.
Hello, Professor.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Elisaveta Skepina.
Hello, Professor. Hello, Professor. It's me. My name is Yelizaveta, or you can call me Elizabeth.
Okay, Elizabeth. Yeah, that's no. I just want to make sure what you're comfortable with. So, all right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mohamed Ibrahim Mata. Probably not. So, and I have Mohamed Fahim Youssef.
You can go with Muhammad Yusuf.
Okay, Mohamed Youssef. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I have Mohamed Isat Hussein.
Yes, hello, Professor Muhammad Izzat Hussein. Yes.
I have Mohamed Abdel Moim Abu Leila.
Yes, that's me, Muhammad Abdul Munim Abu Ila.
All right, thank you. I have mine Shahadi Abu Lakam. No. Martin Atanasov Mishinev.
Hello, Professor.
All right, thank you. Welcome. Ahmed Shah Yagub.
Yes, Professor, it's me, Ahmed Bishara Yagub.
Can you go on mute, please? Sorry. And you have a background noise when you speak. Probably you have a microphone, I don't know. Linda Nakaima Namutamba. No. I have Dania Faira Ensori. No. Omer Ebid Tageldin.
Yes, yes, Professor. Omar, Omar,
Did I
Abed,
pronounce
Omar, Abed,
it?
Omar, Abed.
Okay, thank you. Hatem El Mosi El Gendi.
Yes, Professor, it's Hatem El Gendi.
All right, okay, thank you. Chaudhry Hassan Amin. Okay, no. So throughout the class, anybody else that if you don't hear your name, you can please let me know if you're here.
Mohammed Mujahid.
Who's picking Mohammed?
Mohammed
Mujahid. Okay, one second. Let me see. In my list, if you. Mohammed Mujahid. Hold on, so I'm looking here. Notes. Oh, in the list they provided me, I don't see on a minute. Hold on one second.
Yeah, we just have joined yesterday night. Maybe we are not still in the
okay.
list.
Okay, let me put your name in there. 1 second.
Okay.
I just want to make sure everyone has credit for being here for the attendance. So hold on, please. Okay, I see Ahmed, hands raised.
Yes, Hamid Ahmed.
Okay, thank you for welcome. Let me see. Oh, you just came in, or you? Okay, let me see if I see your name in here. Okay, I don't see your name. Did you just did you recently register for the class?
Yes, only today. Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me add your name. 1 second, please. Okay. Anybody else that did not hear your name, please raise your hand so I can make correction.
Actually, Professor, we cannot see the sheet.
Okay, let me. I did not share it, so let me share it. 1 second. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, thank you, Professor.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Yes,
So
Professor.
I have two screens. So if you see that I look sideways, so it was because I have another screen. So that was on there. Yeah, so I have this sheet here, and everyone can confirm your name in there if it's correctly, or if you don't see your name, please let me know. Slightly.
Hi, Professor.
Hello.
Hello. Professor, my name is not on the sheet.
Okay, okay, let me see. Okay, Gerhard Baki.
Gerhard Bakir, yes.
Okay, let me add that. Let me make sure that I have you correctly.
Yes, it's correct.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, my name is Walid Abdelaziz. Also, my name not in the attending sheet.
Okay, let me add you. Walid.
Walid Abdelaziz. Abdelaziz.
Okay, 1 second, please.
No. Abdel, yes.
Ziz.
Perfect. Yeah. Great.
That's correct?
Yes, correct. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. So as we progressing, I will come back to the list to make sure everyone that's coming to class is registered, so that. But I have the email address here, and you can type your email address in the message box, or you can email me so I can add this information in there for you. Because in hello.
Hello, Professor.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yeah, this is Sarah.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Thank you. Good.
Yes.
I will provide you with all the missing data and I will send it to you. So
okay.
don't worry about that. Yeah, I will update the Excel file and send it to you.
Okay, because I wanted to make sure that everyone has credit for attendance.
Yeah, sure.
Because I know the university is strict on everyone to attend at least 50% of the life courses.
Yeah.
So that they are not missing from they do not have any points withdrawn from them.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, as we have this syllabus here, everyone, I hope everyone can see that. So as I already present myself, for anyone that just come, again, my name is Jean-Paul Francois. And so we have the class started today, but the session will run, the course will run until April 30th. However, the university required that we have between 13 to 14 live courses like today, which today's count is included, which is today's in orientation, and we will not have a full class today where we will discuss the subject matter. So based on that, this info, this time we have here, so for the whole time we will, because when I count this, it's about 16 weeks. So we may have around two weeks where we do not have a live course, a live class. So we will determine that as we go along. But I already schedule live classes up to April 13, which is about 14 live classes. But we will determine that as we go along the course to see if we want to skip one Saturday so that we can accommodate the whole 16 weeks. And as we hear in the course description here, so the course as accounting and finance, we want this course to help all the students to understand the world of financial accounting and the importance of financial statements to decision makers and all companies that are functioning. Financial accounting play a vital role in business. And also the course will serve for you to understand accounting information and assisting you understanding the financial position of a corporation. And also we will have some, not only working with the numbers, and also you have to study for class, where we will also have present some treatment of the theories and practice of financial decision and making and financial decision making in the firm. And as the objective for the course, well, as you all have access to the syllabus that I posted on Moodle, and so that will help you to apply advanced accounting concept to real world problems. So as you're working at the MBA levels now, so in the textbook, and we will apply some real world problems, and also as we bring problems that happen exactly within corporations, so we can discuss and work on those financial decisions, financial statements. I want the class to be an interactive class where everyone can participate, and also, as I may assume some of you may have been already working, you may have different experience from either your works where you work or in your personal life that may apply to accounting and finance, or accounting or finance for this course. You can also share your experience, and that will make it a more interactive and collaborative class for everyone to learn. So the textbook we have the main textbook, which is Financial Accounting for Managers by Thomas Wayne, but it's not required for you to buy the textbook. So if someone wants to have it, you can still buy it, but it's not required. I have PowerPoint materials that I will post every week, where you can have that information to study. Beside the materials, we will work together to have you learn and prepare for the class. So you will have the PowerPoint materials, and also we have a second book, since the class is accounting and finance. We have a second book, Essential of Corporate Finance, by Stephen Ross, which we will alternate. Sometimes some weeks we may work together with both materials from both books, because some chapters they have similar materials, but some weeks we may alternate to corporate finance, so in other week back to the financial accounting. So it's not, if you want to have the books, you're open to have it. But if not, So it's not required for you to go buy it, because I know the books can be expensive as well. So that's not a requirement. So for course methodology, as I was pointed out, so the class will be taught utilizing a variety of learning modalities. We will have lectures and experiential learning where we have projects and simulation or cases from real companies. And also everyone have to participate and when we're working. And for late assignments, so make sure that when we have assignments, you return your assignments on time, because you don't want any points to be deducted from your assignment. And for the grading, I would like everyone to understand the grading for all your assignment, quizzes, and final exam. So the class will go on a 300 points total. So we will have 10 assignments throughout the course, where each assignment will be graded on a 10-point basis. So that's why we have 100 points for our assignment, and the quizzes go for 100 points. So I want to make sure that you not just only focus on your final exam, which will be a 100 points, but only to focus on your assignments and quizzes, because each one incrementally add to the total points for your grades. So as the basis for the grades here, which is a 95%, is an A. If you have to earn 285 points out of 300. So if I do the calculation for you here, 285 divided by the 300 points, you have 95%. That's will give you an A for the class. And then so if you fall between 270 to 284, that will be a minus, and so on, as you have the syllabus. And it's required if you fall below 210, so that's mean you're not going to pass the class. So I don't wish anybody to fall there. I hope everyone let's focus, and then we're gonna make it an interactive class. I'm not going to make it hard for anyone, but we know the materials, we have to apply it. So I want everyone to pass. So as this school says, required 70%, you see that 210 points is 70% of the 300. That's why you have to avoid falling below that. It's 70%. So make sure that at least you go over 70% of the class to pass it. But I hope everyone can go around having an A's, A B's for the class, so you can have a good grades. And as we were talking about attendance, it's required a 50% of attendance. So let's say if we have 14 live courses, at least you have to attend 7 live courses for your attendance. So if you have an issue and you think you will not be able to make it, please let me know in the student affair so that we can accommodate for you. Okay, let me pull, I think I have the textbook here. Okay. I have the 2 textbooks here. And the first one, the financial accounting for managers, So I will always post materials from the book. So and I have the PowerPoints also that I will post. So you don't have to panic about not having the books. And with our chapters here, for example, in week 1, we will discuss the framework of for financial accounting. So next week, after our class today, I will post the PowerPoint for next week so that you can start reading. And then so I will not put the assignment this week. I will just put the PowerPoint for next class, so that you can start reading. And then so after next class, when we start working on some of the problems and the financial statements, and then so that's when I will start posting assignment and quizzes for you. Anybody has questions so far?
Yes, Professor, I have my hand raised. So I actually have two questions. So first question is, don't you think that 10 assignments and 10 quizzes plus the final exam are too much for considering that most of us, or maybe all of us, are full-time working professionals? So is it possible that you please consider having 5 assignments and 5 quizzes, so we have enough time to study for the final exam?
Yes, I can consider it that. So that we are open to. I'm open to make it the class easy for you also, but I'm not without compromising the quality of the materials. So since I can make the five assignment, 5 quizzes.
Thank you so much.
Instead of 10 points, I can make them on 20 points just to match the total points.
That's highly appreciated, Professor. My second question is, with the modern finance and developed work environment, Excel is very important, and especially some special features in Excel. So which is pivot tables, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. Is there any in our curriculum? Is there any classes to give some Excel training for the students?
For this, we will work with Excel for the class. For example, I will make sure as we work in the PowerPoints, but when we're working with financial statements, so I will make sure that we do those financial statements in Excel also, in class live, practice them in Excel, and then when I'll give you assignment also, some of the assignments I will make sure to give in Excel so you can practice. But for advanced Excel module to work with VLOOKUP pivot tables, so that's not included in this class because that's a pure Excel technology class. So probably I would have to discuss that with the student affair to see if there is a technological class that is available to provide to the student. This is my first semester in this university, so I have to make sure that they have that class. So I don't know how many other individuals here that would like for an Excel class that are interested in that, so that I can pass that to the student affair, to the academic, so they can create a class for that.
Do you want me to do you want us to raise our hands if you are interested in Excel?
If anyone that would like to speak, please raise your hand. Okay, Mohammed, may go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to have such a class for Excel, yes.
Okay, I have 2 individuals requesting for this class. Gerhard.
Me too, Professor.
All right, thank you. Let me see anybody. Walid, I think Walid raised hand.
Yes, doctor. Yes, Walid.
All right, thank you. That's for individuals.
Hi, Professor. It depends on time and duration, you know, because it's easy to say right now that I also will attend, but if it will not be proper time, but I have desire.
Yeah, no, but what the times that will not depend on me personally, because I want to pass the information to the administration, because I do Excel, but I want a class like this would be better for someone that have a degree, that has a degree in information technology, to teach it, because I don't want I want you to learn from someone that actually has a degree in the field. So that's why if the class is gonna be created, probably that it's not gonna be this time. So it's gonna be based on the professor that will teach it. So because I don't want to go and teach you an Excel class based on only on my mostly on my experience working in a company, but I just want to make sure you are being taught by someone that's actually go to school, has a master's degree or higher in the field, so that you can learn the best way possible.
Thank you so much, Professor, for your cooperation. Thanks.
All right, so I don't know. So I just want to make sure that I have enough individuals, enough students that want the class, so that I can pass the information to the administration, because they would like to see there are a lot of students that are interested in order to create the class maybe for the next semester. But we will work with some Excel in this class. 1 second, please. 1 second. I'm back. Hello?
Yes, Professor, we
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, so I have about five students that request for the Excel. Okay, I think that's about it for now. And I will talk to student after, and then, so I will talk to you after another time, based on the outcome. Okay, let's go back into the book. And another question I have, so we have the class, the classes will be set up on a 3 hours basis with, so I just want to take a poll on that, to about how you would like it, your opinion. So we can either go for 3 hours where we have a half-hour break, or we can have 2 straight hours without a break, and then we dismiss the class. That's the options we have. Anyone that would like to go on 3 hours and half-hour break, you can raise your hand and let me know. We take a poll on that. Or if you would like to just go for 2 hours straight, and then we dismiss the class.
Doctor, are you sending a poll, or you want us to just reply to your question?
Yes, please. You can reply.
So for me, I think 2 hours straight is better, and if we can get just 5 minutes coffee break in between, would be great.
Yeah, that's reasonable. So probably, yeah, the 2 hours and 5-minute break only. So probably we take that 5 minutes on the 2 hour up to the 2 hours.
Yes, I also joined Mohammed 2 hours and 5 minutes coffee break.
Yeah, I have somebody that's, yeah, most people say 2 hours straight.
Me too.
Okay, so, and I have in the message coming also, some people, a lot of people are saying 2 hours. So I think that's how we, because I know a lot of you are working, and most of us here have a lot of, I assume all of us have some type of responsibilities. So spending 2 hours and it's the weekend. So I know based on time zone, some of you, based on where you live, maybe it's Friday or Saturday. So at the time it just come in and spend 2 hours and we out of the class. So that will be positive. Okay, let me bring back the textbook.
Professor,
And
I have a question, please. I have a question, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Regarding the assignments and quiz, is it going to be MCQ or essay? And if is it essay, we should go with APE style.
So it's gonna be both, not long essay, because we're dealing with accounting and finance. So that's why you see in the syllabus here, the academic integrity. So I did not really go much into it, because that will be dealing with also with plagiarism. If you go into the research, we will not have that here in this class, because mostly we will be working with numbers, with financial statements, some financial equations. So, but we will have some quizzes where you will study, which will be some type of essays, but not long essays. So based on the materials you will work, because some chapters maybe you're dealing with studying about the company's policies, and so some here and there. You will have to either answer or write answers, or choose answers. So we will have some of that. But most of our assignments and quizzes, it will be mostly dealing with numbers.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. Anybody else have a question? You can raise hand.
Yes, Professor, I have a question regarding the quizzes. Will we have attempts? For instance, we previously had at least 2 ones.
I'm sorry, can you speak a little?
Can you hear me properly, Professor?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, thank you. My question actually is, will we have several attempts for the quizzes, as usually we had it previously with other professors in the classes?
Will we have it several times?
Attempts to pass the quiz. Yes.
Oh, okay. So is it going to be time? So when you're doing it, so you have a time to finish it?
And how many times we can pass one?
Okay. Attempts. You're looking at how many attempts to pass it?
Yes, attempts.
I will based on the quizzes. So some of them will be. That's why I'm not going to make it too hard, and it's gonna be based on the materials we discuss here. So for the quizzes, so depending on if we're working with numbers, or if the quiz is time. So I mean, when I say if it's time, so if, for example, if I time it for 30 minutes, and then you have the quiz to take it, so after 30 minutes, it just shut down. So I may, if I time it, I may give you maybe 2 attempts or two attempts. But if it's not time, so it will be 1 attempt. So if it's not time, it's just gonna be an open quiz, and you have, for example, if we have the class today on Saturday, and then you have until next Saturday to submit it. So it's not time. So you will have, in this case, you will have enough time to finish it. So, but if it's time, I may give you several attempts to redo it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions before I go back to the books? You can raise your hand if you have a question, anyone. Okay, I see someone, Mohammed Ezat. So you said that you notice the book is on Connect. Yes, the book is on Connect. So if you have access to it, so that's better. Because I have it on Connect, so but I don't know if the student have access to it also. Can you please let me know if you have access to the book on Connect? Mohammed Ezat. I see that you typed. Okay, no free access for 2 weeks only. Okay. So that's what I think. I thought that it was, so probably they give you a free trial. So it would not be for the whole time. So, but you don't have to worry about that. So I will provide you with the materials. So for every class, I will upload PowerPoint. For this class, I will, after our orientation today, I will upload PowerPoint so you can start studying before next week. For the materials we will discuss next week. So you will have PowerPoint. So I encourage everyone to come back during the weeks, this week, come back into Moodle, into the class to see the material so you can start reading. Okay, I think Mohammed Youssef, raise your hand.
Yes, Professor. I just seek your advice on this, because I had the financial accounting course before, and economics for managers, like 3-4 years ago. And during the course, so you know, formulas, financial statements, and this kind of stuff. I used to be like very familiar with the equations and how to get this, but after like few months, because I'm not in the finance field, I just forget everything. So is there any advice we can keep ourselves familiar with the information we get from the course, or we have to be like practicing finance to have it?
Mostly for the first option, if you are practicing, you're working in the field, so the information you learn in class, you based on what you're doing in your field, you will see them every day, and you're dealing with them. So that's how you will maintain all of the information you have in class. Other than that, if you're not practicing in your field, if you're not practicing finance or accounting, mostly you would have to keep yourself updated in the industry, and also here and there you can read financial information, either in financial news, where they have a lot of. Sometimes you can go on the Yahoo Finance, CNN Money, and there are a lot of resources online where you do not even need to pay. Sometimes even on Google, on YouTube, so there are a lot of people that have financials accounts that provided information, or there are books on finance also. So that's if you're not practicing in your field, if you want to stay up to date. So it's required to be active in the field to have information. It's the same as any other field. If you learn in the school and you don't practice it, so at some point you will forget a lot of that information you acquired. Do I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so I see Ahmed Bushara about the PowerPoint. You asked if that's going to be enough, but some we will discuss a lot in the class also the PowerPoints, and some of the materials from the textbooks, or I will also provide you for some materials also to complement the PowerPoints, and I think you will be fine. So, but if you want to have the book, so you can still have it. But if you cannot have it, so you will be fine for the class. Let me bring because we will dismiss. Soon we will not have a 2 hours class today, but let me just go on a quick review of the textbook. You can see the materials we will be discussing in there. Okay, as I was going through this, as we have in chapter 1, we will discuss the financial statement. In chapter 2, we will discuss the financial statement, where we will have our balance sheets, stockholders' equity, income statement, and cash flow. We will discuss all of these information in chapter 2. And then as we move on, we'll go on chapter 3, where we'll have the accounting cycle. So in chapter 4, we'll continue with the accounting cycle. And then so chapter 5, we will have revenue and receivable. So as we go along, so depending on some of the materials from the textbook, so I will post some of that information in there to complement the PowerPoints, so that you can have more information to study. And then in chapter 6, we will discuss inventory and cost of goods sold. In chapter 7, so we will go for long-term assets. So these also will be included in previous chapter 2 in the balance sheet. And the second book we will be using, which is the Essential of Corporate Finance. For example, we have it in part 1, where we will have an introduction to financial management in part 1, in the world of finance and business. And then part 2, we will have a discussion on understanding of financial statement and cash flow. So part 3 will be evaluation of future cash flows. In this book, so we will focus on the time value of money, and we'll be calculating interest, how you calculated interest, simple interest, compound interest, how interest affect your money. As some of you, all of you may already know, in the time value of money, if you receive $1 today, it's not the same as $1 you receive tomorrow. Let's say, for example, someone comes and says, Mohammed, please let me borrow $100 from you, and I will give it back to you in 1 month. But the $100 you give today, it's worth more than when the person give it back to you in 1 month. The reason is, if you have that $100 today, you can invest it, you earn interest on it. In a month, so if you earn 10% interest, 2%, however the percentage, the basis point, you earn on it in 1 month, that money is more than $100. So that's where we will be discussing this. We'll be dealing with the time value of money and do the calculations. And also in part 4, we will do some valuation of stocks and bonds. And part 5, we will have capital budgeting, and so the 2 books, we will not cover the entirety of the 2 books, but we will take important materials that you will need to use in your job functions and in your general knowledge, so that you learn the most as possible in the class. So today, today is an orientation class, we will not have the 2-hour class today, since we're not going to discuss materials and details. So we want for 1 hour for now. So I leave the class open for questions. So I think I have someone hands open. Mohammed Fahim, Mohammed Youssef, do you have your hand open? Oh, Wiz, please.
Yes, Professor, I have one more question regarding the final exam. So in the previous courses, the professors will give, like, let's say 5 quizzes and 5 assignments, and the final exam questions will come from those quizzes. Is it the same, or you will have a different approach?
So it's depending. So because the final exam, so I will not put anything that's not that we do not discuss. Anything that's gonna be in the final exams, they're going to be from the assignments we discuss. We had along the semester. The only thing probably you may have, there are certain problems that there are problems that are harder than others, but there are some that are very easy. For example, let's say if you have a very easy problems, and then so the numbers, it may be the same thing, and the numbers may be changed, but it's the same format, the same equation. But however, I'm not going to put anything that was not discussed, that you were not quiz or have assignment on it. Anything that's gonna be in the final exam will come from what you have done in your assignment and quizzes.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I believe Ahmed Bushara has hand raised. Ahmed Bushara, do you have I see your hand raised. You have a question? Okay, probably not. Anybody else that may have questions? If not, so we will dismiss class today early since it is an orientation. And so on Saturday, next Saturday, so I'll be waiting for everyone so we can start getting into the materials to start learning for the class and a lot of interaction so that we can have a successful semester. If no more questions, so I would like to say thank you for attending class, and I'm glad to have you today. And so see you next weekend.
Thank you, Professor. Goodbye.
All right,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much, Professor. Wishing to all of you.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Professor. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.